So you pick, so instead of the sales, instead of text, you over here, if you want both the text and the, you want both, you have to create two expressions.
Right, I have done that.
And change this to a LED gauge settings. Yeah. Over here you have the minimum and the 0.
Yeah.
So, okay, no, this is the LED gauge, sorry. Traffic light gauge. So you have the segment 1, segment 2. Based on what values we have, we'll just, I think I'll pick the margin one because it has the percentage and it is easier to demonstrate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So margin. Promote, you change it to traffic light gauge settings. So you have 0 to 1 minimum. First segment, you first uncheck this auto width segments.
Yeah.
The first segment is 0, lower bound is 0. So you will give this as red. 0 to 40% will be red. So the second segment will start from 40%. So 40 to 70% will be yellow.
Why 1 is yellow? Yeah.
0 to 1, 100% is considered 0, as 1 is considered 100% and 0 is considered like 0% basically.
Okay.
This is a conversion, basically the normal percentage change. Like 0.1 is nothing but 10%, right? So 1 is 100%. The 0.1 is 0.4 is 40%. So you add another segment called 3, which the lower bound will be 70%, and you change this to green.
Lower bound, lower bound is to be given everywhere or only for one? Segment 3.
For everywhere. So basically, it's like you in Excel, you know the conditional formatting, right?
Yeah.
Have you used Excel?
Yeah.
In Excel, in Microsoft Excel, you have the something called as conditional formatting. So over here also you give the lower bounds and upper bounds, right? From this value to this value, you give this. Over here, instead of there is no, basically for the segment 1, the lower bound is 0 for this but the upper bound is the lower bound of segment 2. Instead of giving we don't give a upper bound, we just pick the lower bounds. So that becomes the range. So 70% to 100% is green. That's what. And you have different.
Why there are three LEDs are coming? Only, I was
because
traffic light or there is another gauge which takes only.
Maybe it's just about settings, so we have traffic light, line gauge, you have. I think it's about settings, so we'll have to go modify the settings.
I tried my best. I am getting this 3 now.
You're getting the 3?
Yeah.
Okay. You want only 1?
Only 1.
Okay. It's just a matter of playing around with these settings instead of going there.
No, the problem is you have 3 segments and 3 buttons coming. That's the problem.
No, you have an option to have only 1 button. It's just that immediately I'm not able to find it. So maybe it's just that. So you have the single light, Okay, I cancel that off. It's a matter of playing around with basically with all these gauges. You have the traffic light gauge settings. Over here you pick single light. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it shows single light. So it's just the options are available. You just have to do a little bit of research and do it. So.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are about the different ways of representations
Right.
that are there. So you can give something like this. Now here the variables are used. So this value is stored into variables and like all the top 10s are shown. I'm just trying to find a good example for set analysis. So you have the 2011 and the 2010 data. So how do we find out the variance in the same table? So we'll just dimensions, if I'll just take you to the expressions. So first we sum. This is a typical sum and a sum statement, sum expression. But something that comes over here, now this is called as a set expression that we bring into the picture. This is called as a set analysis expression. What we're doing is whatever the selections that are done in Qlikview, apart from that we are picking particular selection in a field called current year. So it's basically for the current year, and we are aggregating the sales amount. For the previous year we basically do a current year minus 1. So and we pick the sales amount. Now this is the comparison that I was talking. Set analysis, for this in a typical traditional BI you have to create two tables. Over here it is basically just plain Jane. You use set analysis and you make the selection. Okay, first selection is the current year 2011, second selection is the previous year 2010, and you compare both the values in a single table. Set analysis is basically a bigger topic in Qlikview, and it has a lot of in-depth knowledge for that.
You will be covering most of it, and also you will be providing documentation, right?
Yeah, documentation is basically the reference manual. No, there's no book. Say I am I am hooked on to the internet, and the best way to learn is Qlikview community. I am sure is everybody aware of that? Yeah. Right. So that is one place to learn, and it is the biggest place that you can get information.
Right. Yeah.
And whatever documents that I have personally, maybe I can forward that to you and share those things. And reference manual has bit by bit, step by step things to it. It just becomes too much time to read. Maybe once after the training, if you are stuck with something, you can just go quickly scan through those reference manual and get data about. Get a hang of it.
So when will be the classes? Total it's like 30 hours, right?
Yeah, 30 hours. I have to discuss that with the Bigclasses. Maybe based on everybody's feedback and the comfortable time, we'll pick a time and we can have daily 2 hours. 5 days a week kind of a like section and planning, so that we can spend daily 2 hours trying to cover few topics in a day, so that you get time to practice.
The problem is here people come from different skill sets or with different expectations. So how do we is it individual classes you can conduct?
I am not sure. Individual will become, maybe we can group it. So as like the group now, like Sajid is expert, maybe for him and somebody else who is the same level, we can conduct a class. Now,
yeah,
the people who are starting
I am mostly a business analyst, so I am talking from mostly functional side.
Okay.
So I will have lots of things to ask you related with when it comes to the financial analysis.
Okay.
So,
okay, maybe we'll have discussions about it. This is just a demo class to let you know what I can train or how I can train. If you guys are comfortable, you can send out your feedbacks to bigclasses.com. They will get into. I will discuss all these aspects, and probably we can talk individually. We'll scope out, and I will try to group classes at a different levels.
Can you also give training on admin side or just developing and design? I'm seeing only admin sector.
That's what. I think this is to start with admin is to start. Now, what kind of admin you are expecting in the sense?
Like I also want to learn like admin role, like installing the server and configuration, those type of scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, I can take you through that. Maybe I'll add that installing the server. Frankly speaking, installing the server takes 15-20 minutes. It's similar to how you installed it on your desktop. It has,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it gets complicated when you do clustering and all. Now that becomes too advanced session to bring that at a very early point. Let's see how the training goes. Maybe we can discuss, and specifically we can choose topics and do a 1 hour or a 2 hour session.
Okay.
Hello.
I would appreciate, yeah.
Like I am like totally new to Qlikview and BI. I have no experience in BI. So is it possible? I mean, do you think I'll be able to understand by attending this class? Because I don't want to enroll and then probably find it a little too advanced for me. So that's the reason I'm asking.
So we'll be starting from the scratch. Now you don't have, what kind of experience you have? You have any other work experience or?
Yeah. I work on Teradata.
So you have knowledge about database, right? So you are not new to the database concepts and all. Now the analytics concepts might be new, maybe as when we start training and if you put in effort and learn. This will be from the basics. So as I was telling, we'll group the classes from the scratch, intermediate level and the advanced level. Let's separate this thing. So we can put you to the basics classes where you'll get to learn how exactly the database and all looks. Now the business knowledge is that is required, that maybe you'll have to acquire it over a period of time. And nobody will be able to acquire it immediately.
Business knowledge?
I mean, basically you can, I'll tell, business knowledge in the sense the analytics involves business knowledge. So if you are writing a finance application, you need to know what is a debit and credit. So that kind of business knowledge I'm telling.
Okay.
Maybe you can write down your emails to detailing your queries. I'll reply in more detail to individual people. Yeah, somebody was talking, sorry.
Yeah, Fahad, this is Gangadhar here. I have a pure SAP CRM functional consulting experience actually. I am very new to this Qlikview and BI and all. So what's your advice on this actually?
You're SAP functional consultant, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I mean, you would be involved in a lot of work from designing the SAP tables and extracting data, running them and storing in SAP, right? I mean, functional consultant is basically you define business, you map business to the database. That is what my understanding is.
Correct, but this specific requirement which I'm going to work is basically into the Qlikview. This is going to be a new requirement altogether for me here in USA.
Right.
Okay. So my background is SAP CRM. Okay, so I'm not sure how far I can be able to pick it up all this. So what's your advice basically on this?
See, again, you can start from the basic class. You can like over a period of time start practicing. Now in SAP, like as far as I know, functional consultants, they are involved into a lot of things. I mean, I assume even you are involved into mapping the business requirements to the tables and creating the fields in SAP, updating data, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So now you will be doing it through Qlikview. Now you will be using Qlikview to connect to SAP, extract data, and create reports. Now, based on if there is a master data, or sorry, I'll pick a right one.
But
they have a
no, like whatever we have discussed, that is something like an SQL query. I'm not aware about how to write these queries and all. This is where I'm a bit worried.
Okay. Yeah, and that I think you might need to practice. No, or maybe we'll need to have a particular discussion. I mean, if you can, instead of talking over a group meeting, maybe we'll get a call, get into a call with you and talk to you about it.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Let's
sure,
see
sure,
what your
definitely.
requirements is, and I'll definitely suggest something to you.
Okay, okay.
Fahad,
Basically, I want to
you will be. Hello.
Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Fahad,
Go ahead.
I just want to ask you, can I have, can we get the direct number from you, and we can discuss in detail about the expectation before we pay the money?
Yeah, I mean, direct, I think Bigclasses doesn't allow that. I mean, you can definitely send out email to Bigclasses, they will forward it to me, I will reply personally. So that one way, or else I'll ask Bigclasses to schedule a call so we can have a one-to-one session. I'll check with them. So you please send an email to them. I will tell them to schedule a call. So it will basically be a one-to-one session only. I will gauge what exactly your requirements and we'll do it.
Okay. Okay.
So are you going to get back to me later, or is it going to be in this session?
Once I think, I mean, we could, I mean, if everybody is done, probably once everybody drops up, we can start. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, for the others, everybody except for Sajid, do you have anything, I mean, any doubts or any more queries? Because I thought I'll continue with Sajid for the advanced level, so I wanted to check what kind of advanced levels you want, or if you have any other doubts I could help you with.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll send out a separate mail to you. Mail to Bigclasses, and all right. Thanks a lot. Okay. It was a very useful session.
Yeah. Thanks, Jayden.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Shekhar. Yes, Sajid. Basically, I mean, I wanted to understand what kind of advanced levels are you looking at?
Okay, first of all, can I get your name, because I didn't get your name. I joined later actually.
It's Fahad.
Fahad.
Yeah,
Okay, Fahad.
Fahad.
Okay, Fahad. Okay.
Yeah,
Fahad. Actually, I've been working with Qlikview for almost 3 to 4 years. Okay. So I have I can say pretty good knowledge on the Qlikview. The areas which I'm trying to look at is basically on the high end, on the scripting part, not on the design part. On the design part, it is fairly straightforward and not very complex, because the heart lies on the data model. How good is your data model and how it has been designed. Okay, this is good.
right.
And I do feel that there is still a lot to be covered in the scripting area, in the most advanced area, how to have your, very solid data model. So this is where particularly on having a good knowledge on the link tables, interval tables. Sometimes your left join, right join fails because of some unique keys. You get multiple records. So where to take care of those syntax keys and circular keys. I am aware of that. How to avoid them. So and anything anything to do with this very strong scripting area, where you can use some other advanced functions to get around to your logic and so on.
Okay.
Actually, this is a very vast topic. It has to be customized. Yeah. Sorry.
It definitely it is. No. Actually, scripting and all, like Qlikview, for like any other software development, it's a very vast topic. Now, I also can't promise you that I am a master in the entire Qlikview thing. So I have pretty much good knowledge. I have worked on it. So now these the topics that you mentioned are mostly into basically it's like a higher. What you're talking about is the most advanced levels. I think, it would not be fair on my part telling, okay, I'll definitely be able to train you on that. So it's something that it is a very specific to any project or any kind of a topic that you have. So you're facing any problem, maybe I can help you in this. But I don't have any set training like parameter that, okay, this is what it is. So you learn this, you'll never go wrong kind of a thing. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell. I don't have anything set.
Yeah.
Maybe I can help you with your, So I just don't, I wanted to know what was your advanced level expectation. So I don't.
No, this is what, because definitely, because Qlikview also handles training directly, and I have already taken their trainings on the intermediate first levels, and they also have something called very advanced level training, and where they put up a topic saying that how you do the incremental loads, the incremental loads should take care of your deletes and so on, and then set analysis of some very advanced level set analysis, not the basic. And then they have again in the scripting part they have the topics. So I thought maybe either you have them or maybe it will be a customized training where I give you the topics which I wanted to learn and you will say yes or no. So that's why I'm telling you.
Okay. Now, like basically, what will happen is, in case what happens if I'm not able to resolve the issue, I just don't want to promise you that, okay, I will train you on this and you'll be able to, because even I have been working for last 5 years, I think, on Qlikview. Right now I'm like a partner to Qlikview. I work for a partner.
Okay.
There's no trainings designed for these things. They come over the period of time. Maybe I will check with one or few other friends who are also trainers, and I will inform Bigclasses about this, and maybe if they conduct, they'll have more knowledge than me. So they have been associated with Qlikview for the last 10-15 years. So they are master blasters in Qlikview.
Okay.
Let me check.
If they are definitely. Okay, fine. Then definitely they will have somebody here.
Exactly. So they know more than, they have worked with SAP for 15 years, they worked with Qlikview for 15 years, and they have exceptional skill sets. I will check with them if they are willing to conduct training, and I'll also let the Bigclasses know. Maybe then you can connect with them, and For me, I just don't want to tell I can do it, and I don't want to let you.
No, that's fine. It's fair. Yes, that's true. That is true. I can understand that very easily. Yes. Yeah.
Right. And you, in your projects, if you have any specific queries, maybe you can actually send me that project query. I can probably, as a personal help, I can do it definitely for you.
Not really, actually. But again, with each project has got its own requirement, and you have to really break your head, and you have to know what the requirements. There are a lot of parameters dependent on each project or each dashboard you're trying to build. This is like best practices, because I know that, for example, you have got a lot of scenarios to handle your data model. You can have mini marts, you can have QEDs, one QED into many combined QEDs. It's a huge product actually. It's a very nice product. I like it. So I just wanted to get some very best practices. How people are how to get into it and resolve. For example, I'm now working on 13 functional areas. I have an AR, I have AP, I have HR, and then finance. And now maybe I want to do a B2B analysis. So I need to get QEDs are like scattering around all over the place. So is there any best way of how to link them and get into one data model?
Okay.
So very advanced levels, definitely. I'm thinking I'm very advanced level.
Okay. Maybe. Let's see. I will try and figure out a way for this. Basically, if you are looking at that kind of a thing, say scripting has two things to it. Now, when you talk about advanced scripting, it's those interval matches, all those things and all. Now, those handling QED architecture is a different topic, so it doesn't come under the scripting topic. Let me say, I'll keep all these points in mind. Maybe I'll write back to you. I'll let the process know how.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. No problem.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay then. Thanks.
Sure. Sorry, I thought
I'll
be able to. I wanted to know what the requirement is. If you don't want to take a big bite.
No problem.
Hopefully.
Okay, fine.
Okay, then maybe I'll find someone soon to help.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.